Newton's third law of motion. According to this law, every action has an equal and opposite reaction. The third law of motion can also be stated as that when one object exerts a force on another object, the second object instantaneously exerts a force back on the first. The two forces are always equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. Also, these forces act on two different objects and never on the same object. In the game of football, sometimes the player, while looking at the football and trying to kick it with a greater force, sometimes collide with a player of the opposite team. Both feel hurt because each applies a force to the other. In other words, we can say that there is a pair of forces and not just one force. The two forces which are opposing in nature are known as action and reaction forces. So, the third law of motion can also be explained when a sailor jumps out of a rowing boat in the forward direction. Then, the force on the boat moves it backwards. Even though the action and reaction forces are always equal in magnitude, but these forces may not produce accelerations of equal magnitudes. The reason behind this is that each force acts on a different object and that object may have a different mass. For example, when a gun is fired, it exerts a forward force on the bullet. The bullet exerts an equal and opposite reaction force on the gun. This results in the recoil of the gun. Since the gun has a much greater mass than the bullet, the acceleration of the gun is much less than the acceleration of the bullet. Next topic is the law of conservation of momentum. The law of conservation of momentum is stated as the sum of momenta of two objects before collision is equal to the sum of momenta after the collision, provided there is no external unbalanced force acting on them. Or the law of conservation of momentum can also be stated as that the total momentum of two objects is unchanged or conserved by the collision. If we talk about its derivation, let us suppose we are having two objects or balls A and B of masses MA and MB respectively, and let these two balls, they are traveling in the same direction along a straight line at different velocities UA and UB respectively. Let there are no external unbalanced forces acting on them, and if the velocity of ball A is greater than the velocity of ball B and the two balls collide with each other, so during collision, which lasts for a time t, the ball A exerts a force FAB on ball B and the ball in turn exerts a force FBA on ball A. Let us suppose that VA and VB are the velocities of the two balls A and B after the collision. So, the momentum of ball A before and after the collision will become MAUA and MAVA respectively. Similarly, the momentum of ball B can also be calculated as that MBUB and MBVB respectively. So, the rate of change of its momentum, or we say the force FAB during the collision, will be equal to MA into VA minus UA upon T. And the rate of change of momentum of ball B during the collision will be equal to MB into VB minus UB upon T. Now, according to third law of motion, the two forces, although they are equal in magnitude, but they are in opposite direction. So, FAB is equal to minus F of BA. Or we can substitute their values. Instead of FAB, we will write MA into VA minus UA upon T, which is equal to MB into VB minus UB upon T. So it will be negative of mb, or we can write it as MAUA plus MBUB is equal to MAVA plus MBVB. Thus, we observe that the total momentum of the two balls remains unchanged or conserved, provided no other external forces acts on it.